Hey everybody, Casey Fatchett here. Today we're going to discuss some outdoor lighting techniques for getting great pictures at one of the more difficult times of the day, midday. It's when the sun's high in the sky and it offers some interesting obstacles that you have to overcome. So, let's get started, shall we? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is line up my subject, Kate, with the sun as much behind her as possible to provide some backlighting. This gives us a nice lifestyle type of portrait, and it's the fastest way to deal with this situation. The problem is that the sun is really high and we aren't getting much in the way of backlight unless we want to shoot at a really low angle. Also, she's looking for a headshot, so this really isn't giving us even lighting. It's a decent photo, but we want to even out that lighting, so the next step is a very quick way to deal with this problem is to add a reflector to bounce some light back into the subject's face. Now I can shoot at a higher aperture, get a much sharper portrait, bring out the detail in her hair and the detail in the jacket, while also getting some nice catch light in her eyes. So you may have been wondering why I don't just turn her around and have her face the sun. Yeah, that's why. Super bright, she can barely keep her eyes open, and we have some really harsh shadows. So let's try our next step, which is using a diffuser to soften that light. By using a diffuser, I can soften that harsh overhead light and spread it out. Now we have a nice, soft, natural light. We have some nice shadows that aren't too harsh. Now let's go back and take a look at what that light looks like without the diffuser. Ooh, yeah, no thank you. For some extra kick, you can eliminate those shadows, you throw your reflector in again. So you're bouncing the light up onto the face again, reducing the shadows, and giving a stronger catch light. I can even shoot at a higher aperture to give myself an even sharper portrait. So what if I want to shape that light into something a little more dramatic while we're outside? Well, that's when we go to wireless flash. Wireless flash can be a real lifesaver if you don't have enough light to reflect or diffuse, or if you don't have a reflector or diffuser large enough to work with your subject. Like if you're shooting a large group of people, say in an entire wedding party. There are lots of wireless flash systems. Some cameras have them built in, but those use mostly line of sight triggering. I use Pocket Wizard myself because they are easy to set up, work over long distances, and don't require line of sight. Now you can see I'm getting a very sharp portrait, even at an aperture of 2.8, and the light is effectively lifting her off of the background. This doesn't have to be an expensive or time-consuming process. I'm shooting with a $40 Flashpoint softbox from Adorama that folds down. You can also fire the flash through your diffuser if you want to. So here we have a real nice headshot. The light is shaped around my subject. She's separated from the background. We have a nice catch light in the eyes, and our shadows are adding some nice shape to the face. Well, that's all for this edition. I hope you found this helpful. If there are other situations that you're having trouble with, please let me know via Facebook or Twitter, and we'll address them in the next video. Here's to great lighting.